All the information shared in this video is available on the public platform. Nothing is discussed here which may breach the confidentiality of our armed forces. Defense Detective respects our defense forces and works only on the information that is available for public use.
Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Defense Detective Global. We all know that we lost the 1962 war with China, but in that battle, some brave men really did wonders. Even decades later, their tales of bravery are still discussed in the echelons of Indian Army. But the young generation in the country are not much aware of those brave soldiers. Today's episode is dedicated to one such brave heart of the Indian Army. He was Rifleman Jaswant Singh Rawat. Today's episode in the Indo-China War series is about a brave man from Garhwal who sacrificed his life for his soil and his country at the age of 21. There are two stories of Rifleman Jaswant Singh Rawat. One is in the records of the Indian Army and one in the local Monpa tribe of Arunachal Pradesh. The battlefield where Jaswant Singh Rawat fought was Nuranang in Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh, a beautiful state situated in the northeast of India, which is about 2,200 kilometers away from the capital Delhi. It was then known as NEFA, that is Northeast Frontier Agency. China keeps creating disputes from time to time regarding Arunachal Pradesh. The latest controversy is regarding its new map in which it has shown Arunachal Pradesh as its part. India has given a befitting reply to this. Poor China. To fulfill its dream, it had shown Arunachal Pradesh as its own territory on the map. But what happens when its soldiers actually set foot on our land? This needs to be shown. This video is very old, but the message given by it has been well understood by Chinese President Xi Jinping and his army. Rifleman Jaswant Singh Rawat had done something similar against the Chinese in the War of 1962. This great warrior had attained martyrdom 70 years ago, but even today he is saluted for his bravery. Despite being martyred, he was given promotion. Even today, everyone bows his head at his temple. It is said that even today, he is alive in this area and still does his duty. This saga of bravery is of Sino-India War in 1962. The snow-clad mountains, rivers and valleys here fascinate everyone. This is where the Nuranang waterfall is located, which was earlier called Jungfall. But after the Battle of 1962, its name was changed to Nuranang. In 1962, China had intruded into the Indian border from exactly this place. Here, a handful of Indian soldiers not only gave a tough fight to the massive Chinese army, but also stopped it from moving forward. Hundreds of Indian soldiers sacrificed their lives in this battle. The role of each and every soldier and their contribution are beyond measure. But today we are going to talk about immensely courageous Rifleman Jaswant Singh Rawat, because of whom this place became a graveyard of Chinese soldiers. The Indian Army suffered heavy losses at Namkachu in this battle that began on 20th October. The Chinese army was advancing very fast. In the three-day battle, the defense of the 7th Infantry Brigade of the Indian Army was destroyed. Indian Army evacuated Tawang without fighting. The army was now making a new strategy for the war. Meanwhile, due to peace talks, the fighting halted for about a month. This 1 month proved to be very important for the Indian Army. Brigadier Sarveshwar D. Dangwal has written an article in Mission Victory India, which is titled Battle of Nuranang, Fought and Won in a Miasma of Despondency and Despair. In this article, he has written that during the peace talks, the Indian Army revised its plan to occupy Sela as its new line of defense. 4th Infantry Division was now tasked to defend Sela. The 62nd Infantry Brigade, of which 2nd and 4th Sikh Light Infantry, 1st Sikh, 13th Dogra and 4 Garhwal Rifles were a part, was tasked to impose delay upon the advancing Chinese so as to allow the defences to be prepared and coordinated at Sela. These battalions were deployed on different hills of Sela. The unit of 4 Garhwal Rifles was deployed in Nuranang. The units were deployed on both sides of Jung Road near bridge number 4. Alpha Company was deployed on the left side of the road and Delta Company on the right side. Bravo Company was in depth. Charlie Company was tasked to demolish the bridge and then occupy defences in depth to stop the Chinese army during the attack. If you ever go to Nuranang, you will easily see this position and the Indian Army's 1962 bunker there even today. The Indian Army has preserved these as its heritage.
में जहाँ युद्ध हुआ था पूरा ये युद्ध भूमियां पुराने मोर्चे और बैंकर दिखाई दे रहे हैं सामने।
पहाड़ियाँ, इन पहाड़ियों से चीनी सैनिक आए थे और यहाँ पर पुराने ये पोस्ट हैं जिनको बंकर बोलते हैं। मैंने एक फौजी से पूछा था तो वो बोले ये बंकर होते हैं। तो ये बंकर है, इन बंकरों से वो अपनी राइफल से गोली चला रहे थे।
On the other hand, in the name of peace talks, China was trying its best to impose its conditions on India, but India did not accept them. As soon as the peace talks failed, at around 5 am on 17 November 1962, the Chinese army attacked Nuranang. The brave Garhwali were standing in front of the Chinese army. The battalion officers used to call their soldiers Bhula. In Garhwali, younger brother is called Bhula. These soldiers responded to the attack of the Chinese army in such a brave way that not only many soldiers of the Chinese army lost their lives, but the Chinese army had to return back. But within 2 hours, China launched a second attack. Brigadier Sarvesh writes that in the second attack, China had sent more soldiers than the first time. But this time, the soldiers of Fort Garhwal launched rapid attacks with hand grenades. China suffered heavy casualties in the grenade attack. Many Chinese soldiers were killed there and a large number of them were also injured. This battle, which was foiled by Fort Garhwal rifles, has been mentioned on the Indian government website MyGov. China launched the third attack at 9:10 am, but this time too they had to fall flat. China freaked out when 3 consecutive attacks failed. They started firing mortars and artillery. At that time, the commander of Alpha Company was 2nd Lieutenant S.N. Tandon. Tandon was encouraging each and every soldier, but the company was running out of ammunition. CO Lieutenant Colonel B.M. Bhattacharjee was rapidly sending ammunition, but they were not able to meet the requirement. To overcome this problem, 2nd Lieutenant Vinod Goswami decided that he, along with some soldiers of Charlie Company, would go to Alpha Company with hand grenades, bullets and other weapons. During this, Vinod Goswami became the target of Chinese bullets. On one hand, there was a shortage of ammunition, and on the other, China had intensified its attack. The pressure was mounting on Alpha Company due to continuous bombardment. The situation was continuously moving from bad to worse. Chinese soldiers once again changed their strategy. They had damaged Indian defense posts and bunkers by shelling. They decided to stop the bombardment and move ahead. The Chinese army started moving forward by crawling through the rocks. The Chinese army set up 2 MMG, that is medium machine guns, at a distance of 30 meters from the post of Alpha Company. Due to this, they started firing rapidly on the posts and bunkers of Alpha Company.
17 नवंबर 1962 में चाइना ने भारत पर एक दिन में 5 बार अटैक किया। पहला अटैक सुबह 5 बजे जहां की भेषभूषा मुन्नो पास में किया गया था और विफल कर दिया। दूसरा और तीसरा अटैक 930 और 1045 में किया गया, जिसके दौरान चाइनीज आर्मी ने जहां पर भारी मात्रा में आर्टी फायर और मार्टर फायर गिराया और उसको भी विफल कर दिया। माना जाता है एडवांस करते वक्त चाइनीज आर्मी के पास 80,000 से अधिक चाइनीज सैनिक और ऑटोमेटिक वेपन के साथ एडवांस करते हैं।
M. Panging Pao, the retired group captain of the Indian Air Force, had written an article in the Arunachal Times in March 2022 on the Battle of Nuranang and rifleman Jaswant Singh. The article is titled Myth and Facts of Jaswantgarh. In this article, he has also written that after the third attack, the Chinese army had deployed a MMG at a distance of within 30 meters of the Indian bunkers. Due to the rapid firing of MMG, the Indian army was not able to respond to the Chinese army. Company commander Surendranath Tandon decided that special action would be taken to neutralize the MMG of Chinese army. Rifleman Jaswant Singh said that he would go to the Chinese bunker and return after destroying the MMG. Along with him, Lance Naik Trilok Singh Negi and rifleman Gopal Singh Gusai also agreed for this. Jaswant Singh and Gopal Singh crawled towards the Chinese bunkers. Trilok Singh was giving them cover fire. After reaching a distance of about 12 meters from the Chinese bunker, Jaswant Singh threw a grenade inside the bunker. There was an explosion and the firing from the Chinese MMG stopped. Both of them had succeeded in their mission. They had silenced one of the 2 MMGs of the Chinese army. There were 3 Chinese soldiers inside the bunker. 2 were dead while 1 was injured. Jaswant Singh leapt into the post, snatched the MMG from the Chinese soldier and ran back towards the trench. Gopal Singh was also returning with him. But suddenly, the second MMG of the Chinese army opened fire targeting Trilok Singh, who was giving the cover fire. The cover fire had stopped. mounting danger to Jaswant Singh and Gopal Singh. Both of them had reached near their trench, but Jaswant Singh, with MMG in one hand, was hit by a bullet in his head. Gopal Singh was also wounded but managed to bring MMG to the trench. Badly injured, Jaswant Singh leaned against a tree and died within a short time. You will be surprised to know that it took only 15 minutes for these brave men to reach the Chinese bunker amid heavy shelling and bring back the MMG from there.
और ये रास्ता इन्होंने 15 मिनट में तय किया क्रॉल करके, ये जहाँ से वहाँ तक ये क्रॉल बनी हुई है। वहाँ जो फ्लैग दिखाई दे रहा है वहाँ इन्होंने MMG लगाई थी चाइनीज आर्मी ने, वहाँ लगाई थी चाइनीज आर्मी में, 2 फ्लैग लगाया था हमने।
Because of the bravery of Jaswant Singh, Trilok Singh and Gopal Gosain, the Indian Army now had Chinese MMG. Due to this, the strength of Alpha Company increased immediately. Now the Chinese MMG was spitting fire on the Chinese army itself.
ऊंचाई के ऊपर पीछे से आगे उन्होंने मीडियम मशीन गन लगाकर जहां पर भारी मात्रा में फायर कराया और फायर का जवाब देना कठिन हो गया। जहां पर 4 गढ़वाल राइफल की अल्फा कंपनी डिप्लॉयमेंट था, अल्फा कंपनी कमांडर सेकंड लेफ्टिनेंट सुरेंद्र नाथ टंडन ने MMG को न्यूट्रलाइज करने का आदेश दिया। जे टास्क को पूरा करने के लिए 4 गढ़वाल राइफल के 3 जवान वॉलंटियर हुए। राइफलमैन जसवंत सिंह राउत, लाइनैक त्रिलोक सिंह नेगी, राइफलमैन गोपाल सिंह निसाई। जे तीनों ने अपनी जान की परवाह न करते हुए पैर के नीचे से रिगड़ते हुए क्रॉल करके जहां से वहां तक क्रॉल ट्रेंच बना हुआ है वहां तक इन्होंने रास्ता 15 मिनट में तय किया और नजदीक जाकर 10 मीटर की दूरी पर हैंड ग्रेनेड से हमला किया, जिसके दौरान 2 चाइनीज सैनिक मारे गए, 1 चाइनीज सैनिक गंभीर हालत में फिर मीडियम मशीन गन का फायर कर रहा था। जे हालातों को देखते हुए राइफलमैन जसवंत सिंह रावती जी ने अपना फिजिकली अटैक करके तीसरे चाइनीज सैनिक को मार गिराया और MMG को अपने हवाले कर लिया। उनकी MMG लेकर उनके पर फायर करना शुरू कर दिया। वापस आते वक्त राइफलमैन जसवंत सिंह रावती जी के सिर और चेस्ट के गोली लगने का वो उस पेड़ के नीचे शहीदी प्राप्त कर गए। इनके दूसरे साथी लाइनैक त्रिलोक सिंह ने की इनको सपोर्ट फायर देते हुए वो भी ऑटोमेटिक फायर की चपेट में आ गए, वो शहीद हो गए। इनके तीसरे साथी राइफलमैन गोपाल सिंह गोसाई गंभीर हालत में, जख्मी हालत में राइफलमैन जसवंत सिंह रावती जी से MMG लेकर मीडियम मशीन गन लेकर अपने मोर्चे में पहुंचने में सफल रहे। जे तीनों ने उस MMG के साथ 72 घंटे के लिए चाइनीज आर्मी को रोक कर रखा था और 300 से अधिक चाइनीज सैनिक को उसे MMG के साथ मार गिराया।
वहाँ अल्फा कंपनी के 4 गढ़वाल के अल्फा कंपनी के 3 बहादुर जवानों ने चाइनीज का वेपन छीन के उनके बंकर पर आक्रमण करके चाइनीज का वेपन छीन के उनको इस जगह पे 72 घंटे रोक के रखा था। हाँ। तो वो ये कार्य करते वो शहीद हो गए, तो उनका नाम है राइफलमैन जसवंत सिंह। तो इस जगह को जसवंतगढ़ से माना जाता है।
There's an idiom, taste of your own medicine. Something similar happened with China in Nuranang. Jaswant Singh was martyred showing his unmatched bravery, but the bullets of the Chinese MMG he had snatched became a nightmare to the Chinese themselves. The 4th Garhwal Rifles kept firing on the Chinese army for 72 hours and finally the Red Army had to return from Nuranang. In this battle, 300 Chinese soldiers were killed while 4 soldiers of 4th Garhwal Rifles were martyred. China never gives respect to its soldiers. Even in the Galwan clash, everyone saw that neither did they tell the exact number of their dead soldiers, nor were their soldiers given any last respect. This also happened in Nuranang in 1962. Dead bodies of 300 Chinese soldiers were scattered in Nuranang, but the Chinese army did not take them. Ultimately, the Indian army performed their last rites. After 1962, this place in Nuranang where the battle took place came to be known as Jaswantgarh. A memorial has been built here in the memory of Jaswant Singh. The tree under which Jaswant Singh breathed his last has also been preserved in the memorial site. The Indian Army decided that Jaswant Singh would be considered alive and on duty. He was given promotions from time to time. He was also given leave. He retired from being a rifleman as an honorary captain. His duty continued till 2018. Even today, his shoes are polished daily, food is provided to him, and his bed is made up every day.
तब से लेके आज तक हम पुरानी परंपरा के नहीं थे। उनका बेड सुबह का बेड टी से लेके शाम के खाने तक उनको दिया जाता है और उनका बेड भी सजा जाता है।
Rifleman Jaswant Singh Rawat was awarded Mahavir Chakra for his indomitable courage. Along with him, Lance Naik Trilok Singh Negi and Rifleman Gopal Singh Gusai, who executed Mission MMG, were awarded the Veer Chakra. In this battle, Fort Garhwal Rifles was given 10 medals for bravery and a mention in dispatch. This was the saga of Rifleman Jaswant Singh Rawat, which is recorded in government documents. But there is another story about him which is often heard in the villages of Arunachal Pradesh, especially among the people of Monpa tribe. It is the story of Jaswant Singh and two Monpa girls who faced the Chinese army along with Jaswant Singh. Monpa is a peaceful tribe living in Arunachal Pradesh. It was the people of Monpa tribe who welcomed the religious leader Dalai Lama when he reached India in 1959 after fleeing from Tibet. Documents related to the 1962 war show that during the war this tribe had come forward and helped the Indian soldiers. They delivered essential supplies to the soldiers and also helped in the treatment of injured soldiers. It is said that when the threat of attack by Chinese soldiers increased in Nuranang, the Indian army ordered the Fort Garhwal Rifles to retreat. But Rifleman Jaswant Singh, Gopal Singh Gusai and Lance Naik Trilok Singh Negi refused to retreat. They started waiting there for the Chinese army. During this time, two Monpa sisters named Sela and Noora had helped them. They used to deliver food to them. With the help of Noora and Sela, apart from their own bunker, they installed guns in other bunkers too. They would crawl into the trench and go to another bunker and then fire from there. Due to this, the Chinese army got confused. This fighting continued for 72 hours. Meanwhile, Chinese soldiers captured Sela. To escape from them, Sela committed suicide, while Noora was killed in a grenade blast. According to the story of the Monpa tribe, the Chinese army also surrounded Jaswant Singh. Instead of being caught, Jaswant Singh chose the path of martyrdom and shot himself. Some people also claim that Chinese soldiers had hanged Jaswant Singh and then cut off his head. The story related to Noora and Sela cannot be said to be just a belief, because it is also mentioned in an article published in MyGov website of the Government of India that both the sisters sacrificed their lives for the country. Rifleman Jaswant Singh was also martyred. Local people worship him like a saint. This was the story of brave Jaswant Singh Rawat, who sacrificed his life for the country at the age of just 21. But before dying, he did an arrangement for the death of hundreds of Chinese soldiers. Because of this brave Garhwali, the Chinese army had to return after losing 300 of its soldiers in Nuranang. That's all in today's video. If you liked the video, please tell us in the comment box. And if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do subscribe it so that you can get information about our new videos. See you soon with another video. Till then, goodbye. Jai Hind.